Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. Today we're going to be working on this two-seater go-kart. It's a nice little go-kart. It has suspension in the front and the back. It has a Tecumseh engine on it. Well, the motors blow it up. They ran out of oil. And we went to Harbor Freight and we got a Predator engine. These Predator engines are great for go-karts and mini bikes and stuff, but we got the 224cc. We're going to stick it on there. And I'll show you how to take the old motor off and bolt the new motor on, hook the throttle cable up and everything. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take this primary clutch off. That's this one that comes off the motor. This back one, we're going to keep this one on because there's a bracket that goes under the motor for this one here. We're going to keep this whole thing on. We're going to take this one off so we can take the belt off. Then there's 4 bolts to hold the motor on. Then we gotta take the throttle cable off. And when we take these off, make sure you don't lose any of the parts. And put it on the exact same way as you take it off. But we got all this off, and now that we can pop this belt off. And we're gonna need a new belt too. That belt's all wore out. So let's go to the other side and take the throttle cable off. Let's see, they got wires all over this. On the Tecumsehs, it's either a Phillips or a 1/4-inch nut driver. To take this bracket off that holds the cable on. We'll take this air filter assembly off to unhook the throttle cable off. And there we go. So we got that off now. They had this throttle stuck wide open, it looks like. Probably trying to get it to go as fast as it could. That's probably what ended up running the motor. But yeah, this motor's no good, but I'm going to save the carburetor off it and the gas tank and the recoil and stuff in case someone has something like this that needs some parts for it. Okay, then down here there's 2 bolts right here. They're 1/2-inch head, so I'm gonna take them 2 off in the back, and there's 2 in the front I'm gonna take off. I don't really need to film that because my hands are probably gonna be in the way, but I'll pop them 4 bolts off and we'll come back. Okay, got the 4 bolts out. Let's see how we can get this thing out of here. There we go. Here's part of the dog leg out of the recoil. Okay, let's get that new motor out of the box next. Yeah, I like these motors from Harbor Freight, these Predators. I think they kind of based them off, especially that 212cc. I think they based them off of them Tecumseh Enduro series engines. They're really popular back in the day on go-karts and mini bikes. Look at that. You even get extra parts for your carburetor. I suppose depends on what your elevation and where you're at. But different jets tells you the elevation we're at. Here in South Dakota, I think we're at 1,500 feet above sea level. Well, it's like 2,000, 3,000 feet, so that'd probably be like up in the mountains and stuff, I suppose. And they really don't cost that much either. You know, they're a real economical motor for the price you pay. You know, as long as you change the oil in them and everything. Look at that, you even get a funnel to put the oil in. As long as you maintain it, make sure the air filters clean and change oil regularly and stuff. These motors last a long, long time. But there you go. Even got more goodies in here. Even get a spark plug wrench. Oh yeah. We're gonna take that clutch off the other motor and put it on this. Even come with the keyway. Put that clutch on here. I'm not. I normally put oil in the motor before I put it in. You know, but beans we have to lay it on its side. I don't want oil going in the carburetor or anything like that. Then we gotta take the air filter box off. I'll show you that in a second. We gotta loosen this nut up here, so when we hook up the throttle cable, it'll come back, so it don't stay wide open when you push the pedal on the go-kart. I'll show you how to do all that before we put it in. Okay, we're gonna take the air filter cover off, and I'll show you which nut you need to loosen up so you can run your throttle to your pedal on the go-kart here. Okay, it's this one right here. Just loosen that nut up right there a little bit. It's a 10 millimeter. See how it goes back now? Maybe it's a little bit more. That way your pedal will run it, and you left the gas, it will go back to idle. And this little nut right here, there's a hole in it. That's where you put your cable in. There's a Phillips screw on top. You hold the nut and you take your Phillips. And don't let the screw go all the way out. Take it to the top, then that hole on the side, that's where you slide your cable in. And you get in there so it goes on through the other side. There's a hole, one on each side. Then you go ahead and tighten it down. And right here, this is where the clamp, you slide your outside your cable under here, and you tighten it down right there. So I'm just going to leave this cover off and hook up that throttle cable. I wanted to show you now because my hands might be in the way when I hook it up on the motor, but let's go ahead and set that motor in there. Oh, one more thing here. We have to, this recoil, see how the rope grip's facing the front? I gotta take these screws out and turn it so the recoil's in the back, because the seat's gonna be right here. And them are 8 millimeter. It's a lot easier doing all this stuff while the motor's out. Like I said, I'd prefer to put the oil in now before I put it in there, but you have to probably turn the motor on its side to get it in there, and I don't want oil getting in the carburetor. And we'll set the recoil like that so you can pull from the back of the motor. Don't tighten up till you get all three of them in there. We got all three in, so we can tighten them up now. So there, that's all set now. Okay, now we can install the motor. Hopefully we can fit it in there. A lot of go-karts don't have that, all them bars on top. See, if I just had this one right here, it's fine, but this one here has all these bars going across. You can't bring the motor in from the top. So all this laying on the side stuff, that wouldn't be good if there's oil in the motor. And there you go. Okay, I'm going to install the 4 bolts to the motor. Then we'll come back and hook the throttle cable up and stuff. Okay, I'll try to show you without my hands being in the way on hooking this throttle up. So in this cable here, they have this end on it. We got to cut that off. So you want to slide that in that little hole. Okay, gotta loosen that screw up some more. Just so it comes out the other side. and tighten it down, and we'll grab our 10mm wrench and hold that nut while we tighten down that screw. Okay, now let's loosen this one up. Okay, you want it a little slack there so it stays idle. Go ahead and tighten that down. Now go run the pedal. See how it moves when we let off? There should be a little slack there because you don't want that tight, because you always want it to go back to idle with a little slack in there. Okay, now I can go ahead and put that air base on and the air filter. And there's two little screws holding this on. But that's how you hook up the throttle on these. Okay, before I go any farther, let's put some oil in this thing. And there's an oil thing in the back here. That's kind of hard to get out, so we'll go to the one in front. And it'll say in the book how much to put in. We're going to use a 1030. And I believe it's just a little bit over. Well, let me look in the book. This is a 224. But it'll say in the book, so let me go look. I'll be right back. Okay, I read the book. It does say 1030. Unless you're like in the desert, then you'd go to a 30 weight when the temperature is really extreme. But your first oil, I'd use a conventional motor oil for the break-in period. Then after like about 20 hours or so, then you probably put like a synthetic oil in there. But we're going to put a half a quart in and check it. It might take a little bit more. This is a little bit bigger CC engine. I apologize for the angle. There's just so many bars on this thing, you can't get a good angle. I like this this funnel. It's a nice little funnel that came with it. And there's a crosshatch. And it's like on a quarter, so it'll take. See what the bottle here says. Right here, and when you screw it in, it'll be on the top of it. So that's what we want. Okay, now we can do the clutch. I gotta find the belt for it too, so clutch is next. Okay, let's go ahead and put that clutch on. I don't have a belt for it, so I'll have to order a belt. And I'll tell the customer when it comes in, put it on for him. So we're gonna put the spacer on. And we took the keyway out, the keyway with the motor, because there's a keyway in the clutch. And you make sure that this lines up. And put that brass bushing on. It looks like a different spacer on. This one's too wide. You gotta have them belts line up. Okay. So the belt, like this brass thing, is supposed to line up in the center of that clutch. And on the belt, it will say, the arrows will point towards the motor. Put a lock washer on that. Alright, well, let's put some gas in this thing. And we'll grab the gas can. And I better get a funnel. Might as well fill it up because when they take it home, they're probably going to run it all day anyway. So, right to the top. Well, like an inch down actually. Right on the top of that red filter in there. Okay. Well, let's see if it runs. Push that button over to the choke to the start. Turn the fuel on. Make sure the switch is on. Alright, well there you go. That's pretty much step by step how to change the motor in a go-kart. Hope this video helps you out. I really appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. And you guys have a good evening.